Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
Today in the Kabbalion, another principle of Hermeticism, another Hermetic principle is the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. Now this principle embodies the truth that there is always a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of the various planes of being and life. There are planes beyond our knowing. We know about this realm, the astral plane, the different planes of existence. And if you can imagine that there are infinite numbers of realms of existence, of universes within universes, think of this principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside cannot harm you. Have you ever thought of something and had a confirmation bias? For me, it's been Teslas. For some reason, lately I've had an obsession with having a Tesla one day, an electric car, knowing that I will have one. And I swear to you, I see them everywhere I go. On every block, every street, I see them parked. I see them driving. I see them pass me by. I see them to and fro. Everywhere I go, I see Teslas, Teslas, Teslas. Because as within, so without. As above, so below. What goes on inside manifests on the outside. So if everything is mental and we are manifesting our world, and we start to see the things that are internal on the external. Perhaps you have felt it yourself. There was a time just the other day where I ran into someone who had been following online. Now this lady is an Instagram dancer. She does the robot like no other. But I believe she's from Japan, and I thought she was in Japan. And I ran into her out here in Los Angeles, just walking into a diner. She had no idea I knew who she was. And she clearly did not expect me to recognize her. But I just gave her praise and let her know that she's doing wonderful things for humanity. I just let her know to keep going, and that I wholeheartedly support everything that she's doing, her movement, her dance, her style, and her spirit. But how did I run into her? Just by happenstance? No. Nothing happens by chance. And that's another law. Cause and effect. But we'll get into that another time. So sticking with the law of correspondence, realize that all the things that go on internally, in some form or fashion, they're going to manifest externally for you. You'll find out, you'll see soon enough that your inner world becomes the outer world. So, knowing this, spend no time worrying about what you don't want. For worrying is a way of praying for what you don't want. When we're worrying, when we're in doubt, when we're in fear, we are embodying the things that we are afraid of. But we don't just attract what we want or what we desire. We also attract what we fear. We attract whatever it is that's going on inside. So be very specific. Be very intentional about what you allow to emanate from the inner world, because you will soon see it. You will soon see it in some form or fashion in your outer world. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP. That's the Open Palm Podcast here in downtown Los Angeles. The Open Palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray that you received an encouraging message letting you know that you have the power within you to change your outer world at will by just simply affecting what goes on internally. Keep hold of your vibration, my friend. Share this episode with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, understanding the laws of the universe, and becoming their greatest version. If you feel compelled to support the podcast, I really do appreciate that. You may do so, and I invite you to do so by going to anchor.fm/jshaw in your browser, and clicking that support button there is much appreciated, my friend. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to donate. Much love to you. Be blessed. Be well. Have a wonderful day or night. Take care.
Hey there, my friend. So, you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.